we're back, everyone, and I, for one, am very excited to go find out what's in this dungeon that let's just get started.
Indeed. After all, the mirror said that the legendary Diclave of Conquestors made here. Or maybe it's still here. Let's find out.
Yes, let's go.
Last we found out was that actually Mikiri loves her board games.
No, she just loves the challenge.
Okay, fair enough. But they made a ladder appear.
Yes.
And they're about, a bridge appear.
Oh, I should have played that jingle.
Yeah. Next time, Gadget. Next time. And that leads to another pillar amongst a sea of flame. And are you going to explore it?
Yes. I carefully walk the bridge.
You stay in the middle, Nick. Richard.
Going.
The bridge keeps your weight. It groans a little.
Yes.
As three heavily armored, jade-encrusted armors just... But yes, the bridge holds.
Okay.
Let me just quickly grab the person I think is going to explore the most. And the haze is nice and thick. It's yes, indeed. You wonder if you'll ever taste anything but sulphurous again.
If only we had gas masks.
Indeed. And you find yourself on an island which is strange.
By the way, tell me...
There are things looming in the fog. And it takes a moment to realize that there are anvils here. Simple, mundane anvils. And that there on the left, that could very much be a crucible. However, between these familiar shapes you see devices and mechanisms that are unusual, to say the least. No, let's be honest. It's damn freaking insane. You have only the few things you can actually guess what it is. The rest is bewildering. For instance,
by the way,
what crucible needs about 5 yards of intricate tubing?
By the way, Dawa, can you let me know when there's lava within touching distance?
Sure, I can.
Fascinating.
There seems to be some sort of massive smithy.
Indeed it is.
Indeed. And it's time for somebody to roll their awareness tests. Where are you?
Let's all roll awareness.
Oh yes, you can roll awareness too.
I'm checking the room for traps or anything suspicious or anything worth knowing.
Apparently, I don't see crap.
And one of my dice...
There's a lot of smoke.
Yes,
Those
indeed.
are crappy rolls.
Okay, that's an interesting result. The fog is... One moment, I'm nearly lynching myself. Right. You, well, as I said, I've told you what you saw. Actually, the golden glow of orichalcum is rather close. Up ahead is a shaft of pure golden light that falls down from the ceiling towards the lake of fire below.
Look, golden light, that's where we need to go.
Yes, but first let's explore the rest of this rock.
Just quickly check you before you
Tell
fall
me
over.
what to do. I'm in charge.
Now he's just following.
By the way, is there any equipment around?
Yes. Lots and lots of equipment.
What is that big chain?
This is, as I said, this is a fully functional. It is a smithy, and parts of it look like a smithy. So there are all manner of hammers and tongs and grinding stones and whetstones, and that's what you can recognize.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna examine some of the tools if there's anything outlandish there or first age looking.
Where do I start?
Let me put it this way: I'm looking for stuff that looks like it's valuable or old or something.
Everything here is old, and everything here is old, at least first age. So everything is built, everything is made with an attention to detail which is stunning. Every piece of equipment that you see here looks like a family heirloom. So much time and effort has been. Even the simplest tools, such as a smithing hammer, have their sides engraved with all manner of pictures and blessings and what's not, and sometimes even unneeded with sometimes unneeded embellishments. That's the word, embellishments.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the fanciest looking hammer and I'm gonna put it in my backpack to start with. Oh no, he rolled.
Interesting. Okay. You now have a very fascinating, very intriguing hammer in your hand. Somebody mentioned the chains. The chains look large, but they aren't. They look large on the map because they're high up. They're about 10 yards up. They're about 10 yards up, and they do not, and they make a sort of circle around this place. Unfortunately, this map tools does not do circly chains very well, so I had to improvise.
Okay.
But yeah, you see the chains leading off into the distance.
Any other interesting tools?
Yes, indeed. There are hollow tubes, which looks like flutes, sort of. But these flutes also has some kind of twiddly bit on the top of it. That's the best way to describe it.
I take one and I examine it.
Okay. It looks like a tube with a twiddly bit on it. It's hollow, and there are holes in it, which makes it look like a flute, because you could put one end on your mouth and then blow fruit and flute.
Does it weigh a lot? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Not really. It doesn't have the head of a flute though, so good luck getting some music out of it.
Meh, I take it.
And see, there are also did I mention tongs? Yes, tongs. Yes. What else? Some kind of whisk.
Guys, if you can, I guess, grab a few tools and take them with you.
There's also one last thing that catches your eye.
Yes?
A roughly hammered blade made out of orichalcum.
A blade made out of orichalcum? How did we notice this before? Yeah, let's grab that.
I grabbed that.
Okay, why did you notice it before? Because you were just boggled by the sheer complexity of devices here. I mean, I've made the map a little bit. I've made the map not as extravagant as I could have, but there are devices all over this place. Most of the things you do not recognize. I just basically put the things on it that you do recognize.
And Mikri asks Dynat, how much does that blade weigh? Is it heavier than it looks?
I pick it up, or attempt to pick it up.
Let's see. It's basically what was that already? Yeah, you pick up the blade. Okay. You pick up the. No, you pick up the blade, and it's not very heavy at all.
Oh.
Doesn't weigh that much.
Oh, then it's not an artifact. Oh well, it's still made of orichalcum, so it's pretty expensive. So take it with you.
I put it in my backpack.
Okay.
I'm going to start doing some searches to try and see if there's anything that catches my eye. I'm not really into weapons and treasure, as in anything that's worth a lot of money. I'm into interesting looking things.
Okay.
Things that are out of the ordinary.
All right, there's plenty of that to come around. One last word about roll your awareness or occult, whichever you appreciate.
Occult.
Okay, Dries, one last thing about the blade. It's basically is a sharp, unadorned blade in what's called the scything style. I could get a picture for you if I'm really bothered. It's a kind of diclave that Luxians favor. It's built for speed and maneuverability instead of brute force.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
At this point, our expedition is already a success because I'm pretty certain orichalcum is worth a ton.
It is. Also, it's not a sword because the handle hasn't and the crossbars have not been attached. So basically, it's the blade and the...
yeah, but you could easily turn it into a sword. I'm pretty certain our commanders in Luxai would want to have this.
Possibly.
It's orichalcum.
Yes. Speaking of which, there's still the beam of
by.
sunlight next to you. Right, now, a superb occult. Well,
Superb.
what? You are beginning to suspect something. Well, let's see. What you have here could very well be everything you need to make handheld artifacts.
Oh boy.
And the art of making artifacts has been lost since the First Age.
Ooh. That is
Richard?
good news.
Yes.
You heard it. I heard no feedback.
I'm sorry. It's so basically we're finding a place that is made to create artifacts.
Yes. I mean,
there are booklets around, right? Anything that can tell us?
Nope, not a single shred of paper. And again, it is very hot out here.
You know what? I'm going to walk up to the centerpiece and I'm going to say, are there any secrets that you can... The centerpiece, the big purple thing in the middle that I'm standing next to.
It's a trough of water. Well...
Oh, okay. You know what?
Actually,
You should ask one of the anvils.
Actually, you're standing very close and I've forgotten something. As you lean over it to look at the damn thing, stop glitching out on me. Something leaps out at your face.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece of rope is trying to attack you. What do you do?
Piece of rope.
I grab it.
Rope snake.
Okay, roll me a fight.
Okay.
You catch it behind the head. It is indeed a snake. It opens up its mouth, and it opens out its mouth and spits at you.
Ooh, spitting snake.
Indeed.
That's a weird place for a snake to live.
Okay. Then what
Lava
I'm
snake.
going to do... Now it
Yes?
spit at me. Did the spit do anything or no?
Depends on whether you dodge it or not.
I'm going to try and dodge it then.
There will be acrobatics.
Really?
You can always just toss the snake with a fight roll.
Actually, I was going to... the second I see it's a snake, I was going to try and use an attack on it.
It still gets it in first.
I know. Alright, I'm going to... Shit.
I've already went, thank you.
Okay, acrobatics, there you go.
You avoid the spit, which is good. Now it's your turn to do something to the snake.
Throw it in the lava.
I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to infuse it with my elemental airbolt attack as it's in my hand.
Ouch.
I'm gonna create the airbolt attack in my hand
Mm-hmm.
while the snake is there.
Not a problem. And what do you wish to do with that airbolt?
Now I can morph it to whatever I want, right? I'm getting that impression with my airbolt.
Yes, you can basically make basic shapes with it.
I'm going to morph it and I'm going to coil it into a whip that is going to wrap around the snake and is going to shut its mouth to the point where it cannot spit at me, but it's going to give it just enough that it can open and like maybe talk if it knows how to talk.
Okay, you sort of gag it. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Just, that's a interesting use. I will give you 4 modes for that.
Awesome. And then, as I've got it held, why did you spit at me?
It's a snake! Get rid of it!
Hold on. What can I roll to try and
Presence.
converse with it?
Presence?
Empathy, presence, you can use lore to figure out what language it's speaking.
Lore. I'm going to start with lore.
Okay. You try various languages and you find out that you and the snake do not share a language.
Okay.
Which is, not surprising since it's a snake.
Yeah. And then I'm going to... I have another idea. I'm going to place the snake on on the anvil to my right.
Okay.
Not let go of it, but I'm going to put it down on the anvil to my right.
In that case, this snake curls up on the anvil, with his head tucked into its coil as though it's getting ready to strike. And actually, it does try to bite you. However,
I've still got it by the neck.
It tries to bite you, it tries to spit at you, but you've pretty much immobilized it.
And then I'm going to pick up a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold its head and I'm going to strike. I'm going to make a motion that I'm going to strike it on its head.
It frantically tries to flee. It frantically tries to worm out of your grip. Let's see.
But I'm going to stop the hammer before it hits its head.
Okay, it's still stuck and it does not plead for mercy.
Okay.
Mercury sighs deeply. Just toss it. We don't have time for snakes.
Oh, shut up. I'm dealing with something here. And then I pick the hammer up. Are you going to behave yourself?
Oh yes, which reminds me. What do you say, Richard?
I say I'm trying to, talk to... I'm trying to find a way to converse with it. Okay. And I'm going to say, behave. Or... And then I make a hammer motion.
It looks at you with cold reptilian eyes.
And I look at it with cold reptilian eyes and I gesture to the hammer. Mm-hmm. I gesture to it. And then I put the hammer down.
There are tiny little sounds in the deathly silence that follows. That is only broken by a...
But is it looking like it's going to calm down?
As I said, it stares at you with
Tiny
reptilian
sounds.
eyes.
Not more
I
clicking,
know.
was it?
Is it stopping? Is it trying to escape still, or is it like slowly stopping its escape?
It's trying to outstare you.
I want to know what the sounds are.
Oh, awareness test.
Yeah, I just did.
Should.
I want to know if it's the metallic clicking noise again.
Not working.
These are actually. This is a sound like thousands of needles ticking on an iron shield.
Oh, so it's a different noise. That's suspicious.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
No. Huh.
And you see,
All right.
you see something. Actually, you see something glinting over here.
One step. Woo! Look at that. Creature!
Yes, you find a creature. You find a yard-wide pile of metal bits that just randomly seem to move around. They are heading your way, though.
Mickery shouts, first stage construct! Everybody be on guard! Might be some sort of guard thing.
Yeah.
No, don't attack it! I said be on guard!
You can still attack it if you're bored.
Uninstall the arc thing.
Mickery gets into a defensive stance.
Yeah, it is.
Naptus is not responding at the moment.
Arc down.
Naptus really doesn't like you.
You have to uninstall that.
Thankfully, you do. You do, right?
You do what?
Oh boy.
Oh,
You
like
like
you!
Anyway.
Yeah, you're okay.
I had better.
Gee.
I had better. That's a funny remark.
Gee, I feel so well now. Anyway,
I said
alright.
you're okay. What do you want from me? A kiss?
Now, let's see. I'm hoping that the picture graph is clear enough for you.
It looks like a heap of... I don't know.
It looked like a burnt pizza.
Yeah, almost.
Okay, the burnt
Pizza
pizza
time, dudes.
is moving towards you and is just ticking and is making those little ticking sounds. And you see that more of those creatures are pouring out of this crucible here.
Okay. So it's a pile of moving metal, basically, right?
Yes, moving metal bits.
Okay. I immediately go, halt! I am Mura Mickery's guard bulwark of Lookshy, Prince of the Earth. I demand you identify yourself.
Okay. This is their reaction.
I haven't rolled presence yet. Oh crap. Oh no, 5. That's good.
It's excellent. That's an excellent result. And the
that's a
little
pretty
critters
big
start by doing that.
Getting bigger?
Yes. The pizza is getting larger.
I told you,
more
I said,
pepperoni.
I told you to identify yourself.
They just tick and rattle.
Why
Tick
does
and
nothing
rattle.
listen to me here?
Back
You
to
know
the,
what? I see all
back to
this
the
happening,
snake.
right?
Yes. You have a snake in hand and a metal bits annoying your
I think we have
minions.
more pressing concerns than a snake.
Okay. I walk over here, snake in hand, and I throw the snake into the pit. Or into this right here.
Ugh.
Okay. Let's see. Yes, it screeches in pain as it is burned alive in lava.
What is it with you, an acts of cruelty?
No, I wanted to see if it did anything to the creatures.
Yes, it did. It burned it.
No, the metal thing.
Wait, did you throw the snake into the metal things or in the crucible? This will be the crucible.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Go need into the mic, please.
Into the metal thing.
Ah, right. In that case, it hisses in pain as the metal things swarm all over it and starts doing things to it. It screams in agony as you see that it's being taken apart bit by bit.
Okay, this is not good. Ways out. I look for ways out.
Sure. There are, well, where do you think
Just-
you can go?
I have no idea. Back to the bridge. That's the only way I see.
Very well.
Where's the light coming from?
The sunlight?
Yeah.
Here. Well, actually here.
I don't
Ish.
see a path that heads towards it.
I think we need to defeat the pizza for another bridge to appear.
I suppose.
I think now will be a very good time for, whatchamacallit?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Awareness roll? Yeah. No.
That's awareness? Okay.
Cowabunga, dudes!
It's an awareness roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Richard, you just killed Snake! No!
Actually, I was trying to see if it had any effect whatsoever.
It was
did.
just a snake.
It died!
Killed it. You killed it. Just like
It was
this
probably
audience.
this really rare snake that lives under the ground in an area full of sulfur and lava. It was like this really rare species and you killed it.
You're so American.
Typical.
Cruelty
There was
is
Yeah.
cruelty is your thing. I get the impression.
No. The snake didn't want to behave, so it was punished.
Don't eat into the mic, please.
Sorry.
Yes, it's time for you to be eaten. Mura Mikri, you are first, having seen this coming for a mile.
But yeah, no, the snake didn't want to behave, so I punished it. That's all.
I clearly need to teach this thing a lesson for disobeying my authority.
Is not a forta?
Respect
Torte.
my authority.
I thought it was torte. In my case, it's torted. Never mind, I punch it.
Okay, sure.
Wait, what will I use? I'm just gonna give it a regular quick jab and then quickly get back into the defensive stance just to see how it fares against my punch.
Cool. You can have a +1 or 2 modes back.
Let me see how many motes I got. I don't think I have a lot of motes left. Fate? No, motes. I'm gonna take the 2 motes. I need essence.
Cool. Then you can hit me.
Punch! Good. That could have been
Okay.
better.
And that could have been
Oh,
better.
I mean, no, it's +1 because unarmed attack. +1.
Okay. You give it a good old punch, and a few of those metally bits just fly off. And
Okay.
some of them are stuck to your glove now, holding on for dear life.
What the? Are they bits of metal that move, or are they like tiny machines?
They look like ants made out of metal.
So they're tiny machines.
Tiny, yeah, if you want to call them machines. Automata is the word.
Yeah, but from our point of view, not from the character's point of view.
Yes. They will be tiny machines.
Oh, okay. So Mika's like, what the hell?
Indeed. And then it's Sayela Dynav's turn. Do mind you're now standing on an anvil.
Yes, I know. See, that is exactly what she does. She jumps on an anvil so she can strike down upon her enemies.
Nice one. You can have
+1.
4 modes or a +1.
+1. Fight! Great. That's...
Okay, you slash down and you kill a few ants and let them and spray them into the lava behind you. There's still more where that came from.
So they crawled out of that molten metal, right?
Yes.
So throwing them into the lava isn't gonna do much, because apparently they can withstand the heat. Okay.
It's the critter's turn. They're going to do 2 things, as you know and love.
Kill us?
Oh, I should definitely. The candle is not trying to kill you, so let me impersonate Stop impersonating the candle. How do
Candle
you
makes
impersonate?
something.
How do you impersonate a thing? Let's see. There we go.
The enemy attacks you with craft.
Oh.
He makes death.
Yeah, that's pretty deadly.
One moment. Impersonate that thing. Okay, it will not work. That's unfortunate. Let's see. No, work with me. And then send to back. It makes a movement. Send to back. And then is crawling all over Ladal's and Dynav's shoes.